back up. Basically, it was talking about... Okay. I don't know why my computer just randomly decided we were disconnecting from the internet. But it's loading now. Basically, it was just talking about how Divine Victoria... Well, there were a bunch of rebellions against her, but she basically snuffed them out. How many times do I have to click OK? I think the game might have crashed, which is going to piss me off so bad. See, it's thinking, but it's not thinking. Okay. Sarah left the Inquisition with scarcely more ties than when she began, disappearing back into her confusing weave of favors and friends. After seeing the world brought to the brink by arrogance and pride, it was a blessing to return to normal, however strange and normal it may be. With frequent visits to her whittle, of course, Scout Harding. Perhaps the most unnerving was Sarah's standing offer to the Divine. When the knobs piss about with your left or your right hand, call Red Jenny to give them 2 fingers. Varric took up the role of Viscount and, with the help of his friend Hawk, rebuilt Kirkwall's damaged infrastructure. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as a major trade hub of the Free Marches. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. With the Inquisition disbanded, Bull's Chargers returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thedas. After the Inquisition disbanded, Cullen retired from active service. He returned to Ferelden, establishing a sanctuary for formal Templars on land Divine Victoria granted to him. With his help, many Templars shed their lyrium addiction, and those whose minds were too far gone spent their last days in comfort. And he promised that, should his friends from the Old Inquisition ever need him, his blade would be ready. Dorian returned to Deventer to take his father's place in the Magisterium. Rumors flew about the Imperia's infighting, and Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Maevaris Tilani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought Those fighting by Magister Pavis's side noted he kept in constant communication with the Inquisitor via message crystal. Whether for vital information or for moral support, these talks seemed to give Dorian the strength to continue his fight. Tom Rainier was shown mercy when none was deserved, and set on a path of redemption. This gift, so compassionately given, needed to be shared. Freed from his obligations to the Inquisition, Rainier traveled Thedas, giving hope to the condemned and the forgotten. In the deepest prisons and pits of Thedas, he found, if not goodness itself, its potential. By showing faith in those who had none, Rainier lifted them up and made them into something better than they were. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antiva and her family. In a few years, Josephine's parents stepped down, and Josephine became the official head of House Montilier. She devoted her time to managing the estate's finances and navigating the social whirl of Antiva. Cole took to the road with Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human.
Work, our strengths, and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
Ooh. That's the end of the game. There's one exchange that I am really sad they didn't I didn't apparently unlock it all the way, but, and this is one I think is really important. At the point where he says, what's that old elven swear, may the Dreadwolf take you, there's an option for you to laugh and say, and so he did, at which point he actually tells you no, he didn't. And he makes it very clear that he would not lay with you under false pretenses. He's the only romance in the game where you do not have sex at all through the entire game. And that's basically his thing, is he wasn't going to lie to you. He wasn't going to abuse your trust like that, which is number one evidence that he is probably going to be redeemed or die tragically, rather than, haha, he's a villain, everybody laugh. But yeah, basically he's the elven god of rebellion, but not actually a god. He's the one who created the veil to separate the Fade from the waking world. And he's currently, yeah, he better fucking not. I will lose my shit. He's currently gathering elven forces because his plan is to destroy the Veil and bring back the ancient elven civilization. And or he's going to destroy the Veil and bring back Amarot, or reunify Zodiark and bring back Amarot, something like that. It's kind of a running joke. Like, Nipuni actually made a joke about it, that the two of them are same hat, because their stories are very similar. I remember we talked about it for a while. But yeah.
The sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day. Comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition. The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, red down, mostly down. Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and
I can't remember who I
right down.
equated
Piss of a row.
Simon to.
Which suited me fine.
I mean, honestly, it probably was Solas because yeah,
The court enchanter
he's the
a drop of beautiful poison spread it
scholar king, basically.
sized me up with a glass. I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet. Liliane enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support. The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death.
After Cecily's death, Annie is very much like
Medallion
Fenris.
tightly in Blackwell's hand. The silver-eyed wings of valor. They mean nothing. He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic. Cold moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that knows that you're mine, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says. Do you place your herald above the law, ambassador? Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor system management. We are the law. We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning. If you caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double. What is even happening here?
Mm-hmm.
I am full of the great
No, but you can listen to it online. It's Cassandra reading Varric's book aloud.
while the other hid behind an eye.
His This Shit Was Weird, the story of the Inquisition.
Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually. time to style his hair. This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war. Cullen! That's Cullen!
No fucking way, what? Yeah, he is. He's voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr.
The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. The name
You guys didn't realize that?
Dorian. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible. The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted of ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric. Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf. He put me in the book. I'm in the book. I am reading the shit out of this.
See, that's why I ship them so hard, because the little bit of her in the book is her clinging to him. And it's like, come on, Varric, you knew she was going to read it. All right, guys. Exactly. That is it on Inquisition. From here, I'm probably going to be working on my Solas fic. Of course, my Discord, people can come in and ask me questions. And there's still a bunch of other stuff I'm going to go rant about in the Discord, but I'm not going to sit here with this. But yeah, Soraya, you have now seen basically all of the Solas content. Are you a Solas mancer like all the rest of us smart girls? Listen. Okay, first of all, I also have the type, so you don't need to worry about it. Second of all, you romance Fenris and Sidurgu, and honestly, a white-haired anime boy with a vengeance complex is all it takes to get you going. He can be a high-key himbo. So, Bun, don't make me come for your wig. I know where it's kept. That's true. You also have Anastasios. He's a redhead with a vengeance complex and a sword. And you also have Biggs, who's trying to avenge the world and has a gun. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the Discord. I hope you enjoyed this.